All right, guys, back at the Mercedes. I went ahead and checked this antenna here in the trunk. That's an important one too. It looks good and plugged in. There's a module inside of this bumper as well. I'm gonna show you a diagram about later, but I had them pull off this. Let me show you what I found so far. This is, of course, the quarter panel they changed. And I don't know if you guys noticed anything yet. I noticed something. Look at that. Plug missing. That's the FM amplifier for the system. I believe would be A2/32. By the way, there's a leak here, so it's actually leaking rain. Looks like the glue came out of place when they were drying. They did have to remove the windshield because they replaced this quarter panel. Okay, guys, went ahead and removed everything to get a better look at what's going on here. And one thing I noticed was that connected, soldered up well. Looks like they cut it to remove the glass. Why they wouldn't have just unscrewed here, I don't know, but that's what they did on both sides. As you can see, there's a bad connection there. There's an antenna here, looks like LTE cell phone. This amplifier, I'm not so sure now this is exactly the one, because from the diagram and the wiring, that actually looks correct with the black wire and the red wire coming into it. So let me dig some more here. New developments, boys. You see that light? Nothing's happening. As I come to the back of the car, come here, works. Works. See the let me see. See the mirror flashing? Works. Right? Let's try coming to the front. Does not work. Let me start going backwards. I'm pressing the button. There it is. Once I get to the back, it starts to respond. I pass the back door. Nothing. Okay, so I think it's time to drop the center console. I don't see why anybody would have been there, but only thing I could think of is that thing is not getting enough power. I checked. I used the test light at this is the fuse for that amp, this 5-amp fuse right here, and it is good. And I also checked directly at it, the red wire, and I got 12 volts. I got strong battery light right there with the test light. All right, boys, you're gonna want to check this out. Got the key up here. Works. Can you see the signal lights down there? It works. I can even start the car. I'll leave it right here. Both keys are up here, by the way. Wait a minute. Started a second ago just like that. Bottom line is, while I have it here, look at that signal. I could unlock. Once I move it literally into the cabin area, that's it. It stops responding. Outside of the cabin area, it responds. Inside of the cabin area, it doesn't. So is that normal operation where you don't use these buttons while you're inside of the cabin? So then that means it should start. And it does. So it looks like everything is operating as it should. What it could be was the 2 wires at the glass that was cut and they're not soldered properly. That could have been what was causing the whole issue. Now that I have them connected somewhat, it's not responding properly. So that could also be part of it. So outside of the cabin, your lock buttons function. Let me turn it off. Outside of the cabin, your lock buttons function. Inside of the cabin, you don't need them. They don't function. But now you have the ability to start the car without having the key in the slot. See? Now it's not working. Look at this, guys. Can you see that? There was like a resistor hanging off right there. It literally just fell between that little crack in there. It was just halfway hanging off. I kind of touched it. I was going to show you guys, and it just dropped. This also might have something to do with the problem. Looks like when they removed the glass, this got damaged. Too strange, guys. Too strange. They say they didn't touch this thing, but I think that's the next plan of action. There's where the internal antenna's at, so we got to go there too.